guys, what's up? I played a really cool 10-minute rapid earlier on today. I'm 1500 rapid now, trying to get back to 1600 in both blitz and rapid. I've never been 1600 in blitz before, but this game's really nice, and I think there's two Brillos in it, so I thought we'd take you through it because there's some really nice attacking stuff. And of course, it's in the Goering family, but this is not the Goering Gambit. So just a bit of background. The Goering Gambit is from the Scotch, so knight out here, then d4, and you're deflecting this pawn away. So it's like the Danish, right? Now you can also play it, we figured this out last week, against this, which is the Bush Gas Gambit. Okay, and it's dubious. It's plus 1.3, 1.4 already in White's favour, but very, very tricky. FIDE Master William Grafe has got some great stuff on this. It's one of the trickier ones, a bit like the Latvian actually as well. Tough to play against. So what I'm just doing, like by accident almost, is just give away all my advantage with the move pawn to d4. But I'm getting into territory that I know, because actually in the Goering this is not a great move for the bishop, because if you can clear the way for queen d5, then you could be alright. So here, opponent doesn't know what to do, takes with the pawn, okay? Pawn to c3, takes again. Bishop comes out. It's like, okay, I'm going to ignore the fact that you've played the Bush Gas Gambit. I'm just going to play this like a Danish Goering, you know? Brings his knight out, and we know what to do. Right, it's pawn to e5 in the Goering, if you bought the course. If you haven't bought the course, buy the stupid course. And now here, knight to e4. These are both actually landmine squares in the Goering, which you would know if you bought the course. Only $29, link in the description. Please support the channel. Yeah. And what's the problem? Well, the problem is we've got bishop looking at f7. We've got a problem that our queen wants to come to d5, or more commonly b3. But if given the opportunity, we're going to play queen d5, and this happens to come with a three-wayer. So, there you go. Good move, right? Inspired, creative move by Black here. Thinking, well, look, I can grab a pawn with check, and now his king's got to move. Well, it does. But now your knight's under attack, and your bishop, and there's a checkmate threat. So now what you're going to do. Okay, so obviously king takes bishop is not the most legal of moves, so we grab the knight here. He takes another pawn, not a fantastic idea, because now I've just improved this bishop, which is now lined up against g7. This pawn is also in a pin here, because of this guy. So, although, what is material? Material is equal. I've given up 3 pawns, but I've got a knight in return for it. Well, I've actually given up 4 pawns. I've got a knight and a pawn. And he's got to extract this fella now. Okay, so there we go. Now I've lost castling rights, but meh. Okay, now I swing the queen across. Not the best move. Computer wants me to develop with that, or even bishop d3, just threatening mate here. I decide to swing the queen over. I'm realising that there's a potential of a disco from this bishop. But what's the idea? Hard to say. I think my idea is e6 and then just threaten mate straight away on g7, supported by this guy. I think that's my plan. I was expecting this to come out, but I forgot that my opponent could play pawn d5 with a double attack, right? Not good. Not good, precious, at all. Now black is slightly better. Oh no, what are we going to do? So I block that one, and now he can't take the bishop, can he? Why not? Because he gets mated! Because of this beautiful sniper bishop. This is the whole point. Okay, so he blocks with that. Now that's not the best move here. Here it's saying g6. g6, which obviously weakens these squares. The dark squares, as we like to call them, where I come from. Okay, and now what? Now I've still got a bishop under attack, but I'm liking my pressure that I have here. Also, I'm going to be slightly careful about opening up the f-file, because my king's on there and I haven't got no pawns, is it? So what do I do here? What would you do? What would I do? It's very hard to know. I think just bishop d3, yeah? Target there. Yes, good man. What was the best move, by the way? Bishop d3, only move that keeps an advantage for white. He now pushes on And there's something terribly wrong with this move. Why is that a blunder? Because it's now plus 4.5. Computer says, yeah, computer says queen f5. I think I go here or here to threaten this. But this one may be better. Okay, so I went there. Computer says that's not the ideal, because it's not the machine. Black now has f5, right? The point of putting my queen here is there's no f5 because the pawn's jammed. So I'm simply threatening that, and he's probably got to play g6. But now he has f5, which he finds. In comes the horse. So now I'm threatening that's just mate. So he's got to play h6 or give up the queen. So he's not going to do that. He pushes h6. Okay. Bishop now pivots round here. And now it's like you can't take my... Oops. Which I think this might be one of the brilliant moves, actually. He's saying, go on, take my knight. I dare you. I double dare you, mother figure. Right? Because then pawn to e7 would be attacking the queen and a disco on the king. And there ain't nothing you can do about it. So he doesn't do that. He puts his bishop back here. And it's just this is like... I'll have the spiciest thing on the menu. Do you know what I mean? You ever seen that? There's a fantastic sketch. Look up Going for an English. Right, it's a comedy sketch from probably 2000s called Goodness Gracious Me, I think it was. UK. So all kind of Indian, I think, comedians. And it's just a great way of spinning round the way that the English go out and get like pissed up on a Friday night and they all go for a curry, right? So they've turned it all around to they're going out in Mumbai and all the Indian people going out for an English. That's what you do in it. You go out for English. And I want the blandest thing on the menus. Anyway, it makes me laugh, but I'm easily amused. Anyway, so this is now getting spice. Spice up your life, right? So what would we do here? What would we do? We've got two attackers on this knight. Three attackers, actually. Everyone's got a piece of that knight. Okay? And I find the best move. There's actually... The computer also likes h4. So I guess if takes... Well, certainly if pawn takes, and then it's curtains. I find it's slightly better. It prefers this one. Knight to f7. It's like forcing it down Black's throat now. And Black is like sweating blood here. This is not nice at all. Puts the queen here. And now I just grab this pawn. Computer prefers queen g6. Again, just stuffing it up your opponent. Not nice. So I grab this pawn because I want to use my bishop, isn't it? His knight comes out. And now computer likes bishop takes g7, and I think that's what I actually play, which is also brilliant. Why is it brilliant? Because the king can't take the bishop. The rook is trapped and can't move. I'm also forking this pawn. If the king takes the bishop, check there, and queen there is mate. So he can't take it. So he takes that instead. I just take back, and then it's mate. Right? That's what I'm talking about. You know, that's the kind of game of chess where you want to lie back and light a cigarette. Do you know what I mean? I'm not making this up. That is lovely. And yeah, it's not fantastic. We'll have a look at the review from Whoville. Two Brillos. That's what we like to see. Look at this. Boom, 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 boom. Nice. 81.9 and a 1900. But, you know, we get more points for artistic impression and style. So this is the first brilliancy, right? This is saying, please, take the knight. Take the knight. If you do that, it's mate in 4, blood. Mate in 4, right? Because, and by the way, there's going to be a short on this later on, so you'll get it. Right? Check this out. The queen's guarding all of these. The king's in check, right? There's nothing that he can do other than throw bodies under the bus. Duh, 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 duh. Supported by the bishop, checkmate. Thank you. Right? I mean, how cool is that? That's nice, right? And then, of course, after this, the brilliant bishop takes g7. Because, again, he just can't take. But in the end, he just took and said, finish me, kill me now. Bang. Right? And look at that. King stuck on f1. Wide open board, but Black didn't even have a thought about attacking for that whole game. And that's what we're talking about. That's why we play the gambits that we play. That's why you follow this channel, I hope. Because it's certainly not for the, the good quality, sensible advice. So there must be some other reason. Anyway, I thought you'd enjoy that one. Thanks for watching. See you later.